and Kenji woke up to use the toilet. She turned to the other side of the bed but noticed Mecca wasn't there. Perhaps he was in the bathroom, she thought. She looked in the bathroom, but he wasn't there either. This was odd. Where would he be? She noticed the door was slightly open, so she decided to peep through. She tiptoed down the dim hallway to a door where she saw red light reflections. The door was slightly open, so she slowly opened it to peep. What she saw made her tremble to her bone marrow. In a certain city in Africa, surrounded with the beauty of nature and adorned with rolling hills, rushing waterfalls, and lush greenery, there dwelled a woman named Nkenji, whose presence brought warmth and wisdom to all who knew her. Nkenji's days were filled with simple pleasures, going to events, exchanging stories with neighbors, and dreaming of a love that would ignite her heart with joy. Nkenji loved flashy things and everything that looked flashy. She loved the good things of life, and her belief that all that glittered, held value, would soon be put to the test. Within the walls of her modest home, Nkenji's heart whispered longings for companionship and affection. Amidst the noisy hum of the city life, she yearned for a love that would complement her lively spirit. I wish for someone to share my laughter and my tears, to walk alongside through life's winding paths, said Nkenji. One day, while she was out in one of her usual events socializing, a man glittering with class and smelling of luxury caught her attention. He walked gallantly and introduced himself to her respectfully. My name is Mecca, and you are the most beautiful woman I've ever met. My name is Nkenji, and it's my pleasure meeting you, said Nkenji, blushing. Nkenji's prayer seemed answered when Mecca, a man of striking charm and charisma, entered her world like a breath of fresh air. His looks were breathtaking, like a man who was specially crafted by the gods. His words danced like music in her ears, promising a future filled with laughter and love. With each passing day, Mecca's affection for Nkenji blossomed. He took her to the best places in the city and brought her the most expensive gifts that made people begin to envy her. This culminated in a heartfelt proposal from Mecca that stirred her soul with its sincerity and warmth. Overwhelmed by emotion, Nkenji accepted without hesitation, believing she had found her soulmate in Mecca. Nkenji, my heart belongs to you alone. Will you do me the honor by walking beside me as my beloved wife? Said Mecca. Yes, Mecca. With all my being, I will journey with you, said Nkenji. Nkenji's heart swelled with happiness as she envisioned a future intertwined with Mecca's. Blissfully unaware of who he was or what was behind his charming facade, Nkenji's wedding day dawned bright and hopeful, surrounded by loved ones whose joy mirrored her own. As she walked down the aisle to meet her groom, her heart beat with anticipation, eager to embark on this new chapter of her life. Whispering to herself, Nkenji said, "Today marks the beginning of our forever. Nothing could tarnish this moment of pure happiness." Amidst the celebrations and laughter, Nkenji noticed fleeting glances exchanged between Mecca's family members. a hint of tension that she chose to dismiss in the glow of her newfound marital bliss. In the days that followed, Nkemji's happiness faded as problems started showing up in her fairy tale romance. People talked and whispers of deceit and deception reached her ears, shattering her illusions of a perfect union. At first, she didn't believe all she was hearing about the mystery surrounding Mecca and his family, with voice trembling with disbelief. Nkemji said, "Is this true? How could I have been so blind?" The glittering promises were but a veil for their true intentions. Nkemji's heart bled with the pain of betrayal as she planned to confront Mecca and his family, demanding answers to the questions that troubled her soul. "I will confront them in the morning and demand for explanations to the rumors I'm hearing." The night before the confrontation, Nkemji woke up to use the toilet. She turned to the other side of the bed but noticed Mecca wasn't there. Perhaps he was in the bathroom, she thought. She looked in the bathroom, but he wasn't there either. This was odd. Where would he be? She noticed the door was slightly open, so she decided to peep through. She tiptoed down the dim hallway to a door where she saw red light reflections. The door was slightly open, so she slowly opened it to peep. What she saw made her tremble to her bone marrow. She wanted to scream, but she held her mouth. She witnessed a startling change in Mecca's family. Their human-like features twisted and distorted, their skin taking on an eerie color. Their eyes glowed strangely, and sharp teeth jutted out from their mouths. They made strange, guttural sounds instead of speaking normally, filling the air with an unsettling noise. Their bodies seemed to stretch and change shape, becoming abnormal and unnatural. Dark shadows clung to them, making them appear even more frightening. It was like a veil had been lifted, revealing the true, non-human nature of Mecca's family. Nkemji was horrified, unable to believe what she was seeing. The once familiar scene now felt strange and frightening. Fear consumed Nkemji as she struggled to understand the deception that trapped her. Monsters in human disguise. What manner of curse has befallen this family? Nkemji said, gasping in shock. Fear coiled like a serpent within Nkemji's heart, weaving tendrils of doubt and uncertainty as she struggled to comprehend the depths of the deception that had ensnared her. She hurriedly ran back to her room and laid on the bed, pretending to be asleep. "I need to leave here as fast as possible," she said. Nkemji whispering to herself, "I must flee this house of horrors before it claims me as its own." And Nkemji stayed awake till early hours of the morning. When her husband returned to the room, he had transformed back to a normal being. In the morning and all day long, she kept her feelings to herself and acted like everything was normal, secretly planning to leave at midnight when Mecca and his family were having their scary meeting. With courage born of desperation, Nkemji resolved to escape the clutches of her monstrous husband and his family, running away into the night with only her determination to light her path through the darkness that threatened to consume her. Nkemji's footsteps echoed through the night as she fled from the terrors that pursued her, each breath a prayer for deliverance from the nightmare that had become her reality. Nkemji ran and ran and ran without looking back. She ran for days through a thick forest until she reached a settlement where she found refuge. With the help of new friends, Nkemji felt comfort and became stronger, tapping into her inner strength. With their support, she overcame fear and uncertainty, starting a journey to find herself and make things right. Though I have been deceived and betrayed, I have learned my lessons. I will rise from the ashes and make things right, said Nkemji. Nkemji went back to confront Mecca and his family, no longer shackled by the chains of fear and doubt. She stood tall, strong, and confident in the face of darkness. Mecca and his family were scared of Nkemji's determined look. It wasn't about who was stronger physically, but about the power of love and inner strength within her heart. I may have been deceived, but I refuse to let fear dictate my fate. I am stronger than you could ever imagine, said Nkemji. Days passed. Word went around that Mecca and his family fled and disappeared, never to be seen again. And so, Nkemji's story became a lesson for all who had unknowingly faced betrayal and deceit, and for all who thought that all that glittered was gold. Though Nkemji's scars remained, they served as reminders of the lessons she had learned, the battles she had fought, and the strength she had discovered within herself. The end. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Thank you.